Hello, Internet. Jesus loves you. My name is Cody, and this is the Christian News Show we do on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with geeksundergrace.com. And just a heads up, we do need to kind of rush through this because I am taking a train to Omaha, Nebraska today. And on Monday, we won't have a video at all because I will be taking a train home. Why a train? Because it's cheaper and I'm poor. And the first thing that I want to talk about today is the Museum of the Bible because I am so super excited about this thing. We've talked about the museum before. It should be done in 2017. It's going to be in DC. And it's basically the personal collection of Steve Green, who is the president of Hobby Lobby. But I love history and I love Christianity, and when you can put them together in a very authentic way, it's fantastic. I mean, there's no gimmick or agenda here. It's just, hey, we're Christians and this is stuff that has affected our history. And to me, that is just really cool. But the reason we're talking about today is because it's been in talks for quite a while. And we were like, yeah, they're going to make it and it should be done by 2017. But nothing was actually happening with that. And the news is that the construction has started on this. So, I mean, it is going to be a thing. And then going on to something kind of on the other side of Christian business, you've probably heard of the Family Christian Bookstore. It is all over the news right now that they're actually filing for bankruptcy. And this is a huge company. I mean, 266 stores, 36 states, and around 4,000 employees. Though the company is saying that they do not expect to be laying off any employees whatsoever or closing any of their stores. I just did quotations because they did and it seemed appropriate. And I think this says one of two things. I mean, I personally believe the church has been going through kind of a resurgence lately, but something like this could disprove that. But on the other hand, it is a brick and mortar bookstore. And as the world progresses, so do Christians, and therefore maybe bookstores like that are kind of obsolete. I mean, you can get anything you want online. And from that, we go to the final story of the day, which of course we need to talk about ISIS, and actually some pretty important news here. First of all, ISIS took control of another Iraqi town, as well as attempting to attack a strategic airbase in the area where U.S. soldiers were. Now, to catch some people up who may not be aware, as of right now, the situation is that U.S. soldiers are not supposed to have ground combat. They're not supposed to actually be fighting anyone. Basically, right now, we're just there to help out around the house. But ISIS attacking this airbase did cause concern because they did think that they were going to actually have to have U.S. soldiers on ground combat. Now, luckily, that ended up not being the case. Iraqi soldiers were able to drive out and kill the ISIS soldiers trying to get the airbase before U.S. soldiers had to do anything. But it definitely shows that ISIS really isn't too concerned about U.S. soldiers as of right now. And as always, it is an awful situation because it's becoming more and more obvious we are going to have to go to war. I mean, ISIS is not just becoming a threat to Iraq and all the Middle Eastern countries around them, but as they keep poking the bear, they are also threatening the United States. Anyways, as I always say, prayers out to the people that are involved, which is pretty much all of the Middle East and becoming us as well. And from that, we go to the question of the day, which I think the most obvious one has to go back to the Family Christian Bookstore. Why do you think these brick and mortar Christian companies aren't doing as well as they could be? I think there's a lot of different answers here, so I want you guys think is the answer in the comment section below. Make sure to check out Geeks of Grace. My name is Cody Armour, you Christian news in a not so boring kind of way, or at least I hope that I do every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, except this coming Monday. In closing, let the haters say it. Christians right to everybody like subscribe. I will see you later, and God bless.